Hi there, today this is John Oakes. First of all, we are at our Hanksters Hot Rods here in Homer City, Pennsylvania, and we're going to go over this new addition to our inventory. And this is a nice car here sitting beside me. This is a 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe GT. It's done here in the Rangoon red exterior. The paint on this thing is extremely nice on it. All of the metal and everything is all nice and straight too the whole way around. All of our bright work too, our bumpers, the chrome bumpers front and rear, all of the moldings around the windows, the drip rail moldings and such, all of that is in really great shape on this. Now you can see it's got the stock steel hood on it. Again, all your gaps and elevations are great on it. We've got the 289 emblems on the front fender, and we also have the GT emblems with your Mustang down below. And of course you can see it's got that black lower body stripe on it here too. The other thing you can see is this car has the chrome Mustang rally wheels on it. Those are in good shape. They're in 14-inch size. And then real nice addition to this car, they've ended up putting the BFGoodrich Silvertown radials on it, the dual Redline tires. This is just a really nice look for this car. It really sets it off really nice. Now as you can see, our doors here, your gaps, your elevations are dead on this car. All of your body lines all are in alignment on this car. You've got the mirror over here in chrome. Glass is in great shape on that too. All of your trim around all of your windows here, that's in great shape too. Glass, slightly tinted, no chips, no cracks obviously. Even the vent window is in great condition. Your drip rail moldings here, nice and straight, polished really nice. And then I also like to feel right in that rain gutter to see if there's any rough spots, and there isn't. Nice and smooth throughout there. Chrome door handles, again in great shape. We'll open our door up, take a peek on the interior here now. You can see it's got the full black pony interior. These have the bucket seats up front, obviously. Nice little center console in there to go around that 4-speed shifter. Factory dash, factory instrumentation. You can also see it's got the rally gauge pack in there with your 2 gauges on either side of the steering wheel. Wood grain wheel there too. You've got the nice digital AM FM radio in there as well. Black carpeting, black headliner, like I said, complete black pony interior. Seat belts front and rear on this car too. All of your seals and weather stripping also around where your windows meet. Seals down the quarter window, those are in great shape. Threshold plates are in excellent condition too on this car. We'll close this up, and then we'll walk towards the back. Again, all of the metal's nice and straight the whole way down the side of the car. As we come around the back now, obviously you can see your trunk lid. Your gaps and elevations on that are dead on when compared to the rear quarter panels. Your rear window is in great shape. No chips or cracks there. All of the bright molding around the window also in great shape. Now you can see we've got the Ford Mustang gas cap here. Got the nicely chromed rear bumper. Your taillights, the lenses, and the bezels are both in excellent shape on this. And then down below you can see the rear lower valance, correct for this car. And you've got the exhaust tips, those bell-type tips stuck out through the exhaust. Let me grab the key real quick. We'll go inside the trunk too and show you what that looks like. So we'll go ahead and open this up, and you'll see that the trunk lock itself does work. There we go. And inside, you'll see that the underside of the trunk painted the same as the exterior of the car. You've got your trunk seal and weather stripping. That's in excellent shape. Nice and soft the whole way around. No cracks or tears in any of it. Got the little rubber bump stops here on your trunk lid. You even have your jack and your spare tire instructions. Speaking of which, spare tire is right here with a nice spare tire cover. And of course, we've got the floor mats there too with your Mustang logo there on your fronts as well. Trunk mat looks really nice. And of course on these Mustangs, as I always tell you, the actual fuel tank goes in from the top side here, and that's what makes up a majority of your trunk floor. So on this car, you'll see from the underside when we get there, trunk is in, or the fuel tank is in excellent shape there. So again, your trunk floor is going to be really, really nice on this car. Close that up. Again, it shuts nice and easy. And then we'll walk around the passenger side. Again, same thing the whole way around. The size on these tires is, I believe, let me see if I can find it here. I think they were 205/70 14s, I think. But again, they're all four the same, and the tread is in excellent condition on them. Again, you just get to see more of all your trim, your bright work here, passenger side mirror as well, gaps and elevations on your passenger side door as well as the glass condition. We'll go ahead and open it up from the passenger side now. Take a look in there. Again, the interior is just really kind of flawless for this car. Your seat upholstery, there's no rips or tears. Carpeting is nice. There's no fading or tears in any of that. Again, just a very, very nice specimen of a car here that we have to actually offer to you. So as we come around, again, you've got your matching Mustang and your GT emblems, your 289 emblems on the front of the fender, and then we come around to the front here. So again, you see the chrome bumper here too. See your GT grille here with your driving or your fog lights right up here. Of course, again, that steel hood with your Ford logo across the front of it there. And then your headlights are just your traditional sealed beam units. Of course, the windshield is in great condition too. And again, you see all the trim. Even your windshield wipers really look nice on this car the way they're all done up. So we're going to go ahead and open up our hood now, and then you can discuss what we've got underneath here. So again, you see the underside of the hood painted the same as the exterior of the car. The actual engine compartment itself is all blacked out as it should be. You've got your VIN number stamped right here on your inner fenders on both sides as well. All of the rubbers are all exactly where they need to be. Your battery, if you look at that, you've got the old style looking battery topper in there too to make it all look vintage and look like it would have when it come from the factory. Now, as far as the engine goes, we'll go over this a little bit later too, but we did run the numbers on this. This would be a period correct motor here for this car. It's a 289 Windsor HiPo motor. So it would be the correct style motor, again, period correct. Got the chrome air cleaner with the correct decals on it. Of course, below that we've got a Holley 650 4-barrel carburetor, and then that would be the cast intake for it as well. Nice set of chrome valve covers with the 289 decals on those, breathers as well. They kept with a stock style appearing ignition and all of the coil and spark plug wires. It is a power steering car, power brakes also, discs on the front, drums on the back. Got a stock style radiator in there. You've got a flex fan in there. Looks to be a 6-blade flex fan, so that's going to help keep you cool. And then as far as the exhaust on this, again, something we'll look at on the underside, but it is just a stock cast exhaust manifolds into the dual exhaust all the way out the back of the car. As far as transmission, this has a T10 4-speed transmission in it. So again, good, strong, stout transmission. Again, the motor is nice and strong also on this vehicle. So with that said, we're pretty much done with the exterior, the interior, and under the hood. Like I said, we always go underneath the car and show you the rest of all the steering, suspension, the frame, the floors, and such like that. So we'll do that next. And then just so I hit it here real quick, to finish out this drivetrain on here, you do have the Ford 8-inch rear end. It's a 3.00 gear ratio in there. So again, those codes are all going to be contained on the door data tag on this car, which all matches everything here. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get this all closed up, get it on our lift so that we can go over the underside with you. Okay, so we got our 65 Ford Mustang Coupe up here on the lift. We're going to go through the underside as we always do, starting up here at the front, and then we'll run through front to back on this car, going over all the steering, suspension, frame, floors, all the running gear, all that stuff. So starting up front here, we've got all the factory suspension here. Real nice stuff up here too. It barely looks like this car was run. We've got the stock upper and lower control arms on both sides here. Excellent condition, ball joints, everything all in nice shape, and you can tell everything's been maintained on this car very well throughout time. It is a power steering car, so all of your steering components here, again, they're kind of factory components. Your tie rods are in great shape. Rubber dust boot covers on all 4 of those as you go across the front end here. So, and again, you can tell everything's been greased up, maintained well. On this car now, again, it's got the strut rod style suspension here. So your struts go to the front. Those bushings on both sides here are in excellent condition. We also have a heavy duty front sway bar here. And that thing, the bushings at the frame, as well as your sway bar end links, those are all in great condition too. As far as braking components, it's power brakes. We've got disc brakes up front. That's going to be just kind of like your factory components there, so you'll be able to get parts any auto store that you want to go to. And then the rear are drum brakes on this vehicle. As far as the drive line, let's go over that just real quickly here for a moment. We have a period correct 289 Windsor HiPo motor here. Again, we say period correct on this. I just don't believe it is the numbers matching motor after going through and checking all the date codes and such. Then we get to the transmission. Now this is a T10 4-speed manual transmission. When looking at the oil pan and looking at the transmission, everything looks to be dry, drip free here, even back at your rear seal here where your slip yoke slides in, that looks nice and dry as well. Transmission cross member, that's in great shape, and the actual mount for the transmission, again, in good shape. As we come back here, we've got our drive shaft, which is a balanced unit. That'll help eliminate a lot of vibration in your drive line. And then the rear end, this is a Ford 8-inch rear end. It's a 3.0 gear ratio in it, a non-Aussie unit in this vehicle. Rear suspension, you can see multi-leaf rear suspension, just your standard gas shocks back here, kind of stock, suspension on the rear as well. Now frame and floors, you can see underneath here, your frame sections, those are all in really good shape, nice and straight, no dents or dings in any of it, looks really nice. Even the rear sections here, your dog legs that go up over top of the rear end all the way to the back there, and what your leaf springs are mounted to, those are in great shape too. You can see your floors. All your stamping lines are all there for you to see. Those are all visible. All of your drain plugs and such, those are all installed down here too. As far as your pinch welds along the bottom here, those nice and straight the whole way down on both sides. Rocker panels look to be in great shape on this car too. All of your fuel lines, your brake lines are run nice and neat. Looks to be all new stuff too underneath here. They've got it run and plumbed right up through the transmission tunnel, the drive shaft tunnel, all the way to the back of the vehicle. It does have the emergency brake all hooked up on it too. All of your correct springs, cables, frame hooks, all the way back clear to your rear cables going to the rear drum brakes. Now as far as the wheels and tires on it, it's got the chrome factory style Mustang wheels on it in excellent condition, and they're 14-inch wheels too the whole way around. And then for tires, really nice selection of tires here on this car. BFGoodrich Silvertown radials on it. They are the dual Redline tires, and they look awesome on this red Mustang. The size on those are 205/70 R14s. The tread is like brand new on these things, so again, really nice. As far as the exhaust system then to finish up, it does come off of our stock cast exhaust manifolds. Dual exhaust here, complete with the crossover pipe. All the way back, we've got a set of dual thrush mufflers. Then you've got the correct style of tailpipe up over top of your rear end housing, and then they exit out through the lower rear valance of the car with a nice set of chrome bell style exhaust tips for this Mustang. As far as anything else, just the fuel tank in the back here, that would be your stock fuel tank. And again, those fuel tanks drop in from the top of the trunk, and that's what makes up a large portion of your trunk floor in there. So again, this looks to be a fairly new tank in here. You can see all of your lines and everything going to, they all look really nice too. All the mounting hardware, same thing, in great shape. So that's pretty much it for our Mustang. What we're going to do next is drop this down off the lift, open up the hood, and we'll fire up that 289 motor. That way you get to hear what it sounds like.